Hey guys, time for the next episode where we talk to Dumbledore about McGonagall. Ask. What was the most surprising thing about Professor McGonagall as a student? Even as a student, McGonagall's animagus skills were most impressive. The professor and I are playing wizard's chess, and clearly she's a master. I hold Professor McGonagall in high regard. Was Professor McGonagall your favorite student? Few people realize how funny Minerva McGonagall can be. Is Professor McGonagall your favorite staff member? Minerva was a gifted transfiguration student, to say the least. I like how this really isn't going in order of anything. Okay, so we've started over our side. Professor McGonagall always finds ways to surprise me, even today. To say Professor McGonagall is an understatement. Even as a student, McGonagall... Okay, so yeah, now he started over too. So, as you can see, I'm at no shortage of qualities to extol about the subject of your presentation. And as we discussed, not only is she a wise and a master of wizard chess, but it's been most satisfying to see her grow into a master of magic as well. Did you always know she was going to join the staff at Hogwarts? Actually, we were her second job after she graduated. Though I have to admit, I was relieved she chose to call us here when she decided to leave the Ministry of Magic. Professor McGonagall worked for the Ministry? I had no idea. For a time after, yes, she did. But a lot of people are glad she made the decision to teach here instead. Indeed, Professor McGonagall is dedicated, but possibly my favorite thing about her is how trustworthy she is. She would never let down her colleagues or any of the students at Hogwarts. In fact, Professor McGonagall is the person I would entrust Hogwarts to in my absence. Professor McGonagall would be brilliant, of course, but I hope the day never comes, sir. I assure you that it has, and it will again. But Professor McGonagall has the strength to handle whatever comes her way. She has my complete trust and faith. I definitely don't want to disappoint Professor McGonagall at the celebration. You won't, if you have the faith and trust in your teachers as well. As I said, she won't let you down, as I expect you won't either. Thank you, Headmaster. Good luck in your presentation, and in your wizard chess game. You'd have to be quite the player to beat your professor. You're right, I'm sure, but for now I need to decide on my next move and bring it back to the Professor McGonagall. It's time for our next interview. Okay, am I on part 4 yet? Nope, still part 3. Play chess with McGonagall. This game has gotten quite exciting, Professor. You're definitely offering me a challenge. That is the intention. Nothing in life worth earning comes easily. It certainly sounds that way, and you clearly worked hard throughout your career. In fact, the headmaster thinks of you as a master of magic. From Dumbledore, that's quite a compliment, as he is one of the most skilled wizards of our time. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever be that skilled too, or if I have what it takes. To wonder is to waste time. The answer is within you, so let's have it. What do you think is required to become a master of magic? Hard work. I expect it takes hard work, but I'm confident I'll become a master of magic if I work as hard as you. Partly because I take my studies seriously, Professor, just like you did. Your teachers will appreciate that, as do I. I'll take that to the heart, Professor. Anything is possible, but one does not become versed in the magical arts overnight. You still have a long road ahead, and much to learn. I know. And I have to say, it's been fascinating learning more about you, Professor. For instance, I didn't know you had a muggle parent. Does that qualify as fascinating? It's simply a fact. Well, then let's talk about your student achievements. I was so impressed to hear you were a prefect, and head girl, and aced all your exams. And also that you played Quidditch in a famous match between Gryffindor and Slytherin. Is there a question in the midst of all this rambling? I guess I'm just curious to hear more about them right from the hypocrite's mouth. If you think it'll be helpful for your presentation, we can discuss this all at greater depth as we play. I'd love to hear anything more you have to add. This is a really long little side thing. Take heed. Keep watch of the board and the game as we discuss all of this. I'm kind of combining her voice with Dumbledore's at some point, I think. Your interest in wizard chess makes sense alongside your love of Quidditch. To be head girl was an honor, and I took my duties seriously. You've done a lot while you were here at Hogwarts, as a student and a teacher. This chess game keeps getting more interesting, along with these interviews. Keep watch of the board, and the game as we discuss all of this. I believe we said all that already. I heard a dog barking. I thought it was mine. It's upstairs. Your interest in wizardry. Okay, well, we've already done that one. My father was indeed a muggle. To have pride in who one is and what one does is not only necessary, it's essential. Oh, that's kind of the same thing, but okay. Those who enjoy responsibility and socializing will enjoy being a prefect. When it comes to that infamous Quidditch match, I believe Gryffindor was cheated. I still feel exhilarated when I watch a spirited Quidditch match. My mother was a witch, though she initially kept that from my father. Ooh. Alright. That's a repeat. Alright, I got everything to repeat, so that's good. Thanks, Professor. Hearing your thoughts on what I've learned so far is very helpful. And yet you still have more questions, I assume? Actually, there was one fact I learned while talking to Professor Dumbledore that surprised me. Well, are you going to ask about it promptly or leave it hanging there for me to wonder about? Wonder about, not wonder. I guess I was surprised to hear you came to Hogwarts after working in the Ministry of Magic. And I'm wondering, was working there part of your long-term plan? Is that what you think? That my life has always gone according to plan? Well, it's just that you seem to be successful at everything you set your mind to. Even your chess moves during this game have been so methodical and strategic. Oh, you do still have much to learn about the journey of life. So, leaving the ministry isn't something you anticipated? It's hardly a sordid affair. I worked there for a year, then made a choice to be an educator. I guess I wonder if there is something more to it. Perhaps our choices can affect who we are. Every move you make during our chess game has ramifications. And the choices you make very soon will determine what you'll say at your presentation and how I'll be represented. Until then, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that you are now in check. Oh no. Don't fret, the game isn't over yet. Though you'll have to wait until our final session to see if you're victor in this game. Do well in your teacher appreciation presentation, and then we'll return to finish our match. Okay, part 3 is complete. Part 4 time. Alright. Thanks for watching. See you next time.